Welcome back to another quick video on Doge. This one we're going to be looking at how Doge has been moving throughout the past week. If you may enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, but do remember that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, I'm just sharing some of my thoughts and opinions in this video, and that is imperative and important for you to understand. But if you may enjoy, make sure to join us on Discord. There's a link to our Discord down below. For those of you who think it's paid, it is not. It is completely free, link down below. Obviously subscribe as well, as we are trying to grow this channel, and each of you who does press that subscribe button will be helping us on that journey. But now we're going to have a look at Doge's price in the past 5 days and give some of my thoughts on this going forwards. So let's just jump in and have a look at what we are seeing now with the price of Dogecoin. So first things first, today we are seeing Dogecoin take a big steep sell-off. It's down by about 2.222%, so you can see a bit of a decrease there. We're coming down from about midnight, where we started off on about 32 cents. Now we're coming to the low 31 cent range. Unfortunately, we are seeing a bit of a climb up now, which is potentially bringing us back to the 32 cent range, but that is a motion that we are seeing today. So again, still things are down, but it is not by too much, it is still by about 2.2 to 2.4%, as I mentioned, but it could be a lot worse for the day, as we have seen in the past week. So the past week for Dogecoin has seen a decent sell-off. Monday was quite volatile, it saw a big drop in price, so did Tuesday, so into those few days we're seeing some pretty nasty price action actually, and then again from Wednesday we saw this big dip. This took us down to a price of about 30 cents, and from there we have been quite stable, so you could potentially draw a line through that if we wanted to. So you could draw a line up there, which would leave us positive by only about 1 cent, but it would still leave us in the green. So again, if you would have bought that dip, you would have been in the green ever so slightly, and again with the price just pushing up a little bit, it would have been even more so. But that is not the point. What we are seeing over today is a bit of a less steep sell-off, which is good, I do believe, and coming towards right now we are seeing a bit of a gain in the price of Dogecoin. Now that is bound to happen. The stock market has just closed at the time of filming this video, so it does make sense that some people are going to be having a look over to crypto. Overall though, today hasn't been too bad now for Dogecoin. It definitely is pulling itself back up a little bit, and we are going into the weekend. Now the weekend we do have a lot of stuff happen. We have retail who are quite inquisitive to Doge and other cryptos over the weekend, as obviously they cannot trade stocks in that time. So that is going to be interesting, and obviously we could have Elon Musk tweet at any moment. But ultimately, what I'm trying to say in this video is that the price of Doge, whilst it is down, we are stable from the sell-off that we have been seeing for some time. So again, we could draw a level down here for about 29 cent all the way up to 32. You can see that's how long we have been trading in this range. And again, we could potentially be primed for a breakout pretty soon now. We have been flat for some time. So we are seeing a bit more of a drop, but I do think it is coming close to quite some decent consolidation, especially for today. And another thing when it comes to the actual price drop in Doge today is that we need to look out to the wider crypto market, in my opinion. So when we go out to the wider crypto market and have a look at what our other favourite cryptocurrencies are doing, we can see a very similar pattern with a lot of them. Let's go over to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is literally the only one that stands out as different when you look at its chart over here. Bitcoin saw a very similar drop off to a lot of the other cryptos, and if we can get Doge on screen, if it will fit for us down here, hopefully it will. So there we go. So there's Doge down here. We can see it followed a very similar pattern, Doge and Bitcoin and a lot of the other cryptos. So we saw this big sell off and then a little bit of a climb up for a lot of our other cryptos, including Doge. Now this is where things get different between Bitcoin and everything else. So Bitcoin obviously has seen this very big climb up ever since. It's basically dug itself out of that hole, which is fantastic. It shows that Bitcoin is holding strong, but obviously it has not been reflected in a lot of the other cryptos. So Ethereum's seen a very similar sell-off to Doge. Same can be said for Binance Coin down here, which is seeing a very similar sell-off as well. Cardano's seen a similar thing as well, and then Doge itself is down here. So this is not something which is an outlier in the crypto space. Obviously a lot of them have been falling. Doge is no exception. So what are my thoughts on Dogecoin at the moment? Do I think it's a buy or do I think it's a sell? Here are some of my thoughts. I know a lot of people are going to be panicking about the sell-off that we have seen in Doge, but one thing that I have said with Doge from the beginning is that this is more of a risky investment. We all know that this has been a meme coin ever since it was created, and that is completely fine, especially with some of the catalysts that we do have right now, things such as Elon Musk stepping up, and again a lot of the other catalysts that we have covered in this video. So the future for Dogecoin is promising. Obviously nothing fundamentally has changed, and actually the fundamentals are becoming stronger by the week. So obviously initially had some very, very weak fundamentals. This was a meme coin, and it still is to an extent. But now it's a meme coin with a billionaire behind it, and a lot going forwards, which could boost the price. We've seen Doge actually being accepted for a lot of, retail and that kind of stuff. We've seen Doge being traded in more and more places, and this is just bringing more popularity to the coin, and this is all good. So let's just dismiss this notification. But yeah, I am very happy with what we are seeing now for Doge. I think, you know what, nothing fundamentally has changed. I think if you are looking to buy into this one, you should be aware of the risk, obviously, because it is a very risky cryptocurrency. It does have a lot going for it, but it's not guaranteed. It is one of the more risky ones out there, in my opinion. But when we look at the sell-off, a lot of our other cryptos have been selling off as well, so I do not think it is too big of a concern. I think now isn't the worst buy point, but again, I wouldn't buy too much, and I would be aware that this one could dip as well as go up. But I think long term, if you are willing to hold this one for the next year or so, it could be a very interesting investment, as we have never really seen anything like this before. We have a billionaire backing this one up, and it really could boost the price. So if Elon Musk can help to make Doge transactions a lot quicker, faster and more efficient, and also help Doge to be a more environmentally friendly currency as it already is, we could have a real currency which could disrupt the crypto space going forwards. Tell me your thoughts down below, I'd love to hear them. I'll see you soon.